became a lover of pepper. Anyone knew him knew he loved a lot of pepper, which he consumed with ease. He was a master at his craft. I usually checked in on him hard at his job, and sometimes I would stay and help him complete the job order. While talking, we'll take the time to talk and realize until it began to get dark. We had so much great memories and laughter that would last a lifetime. Even though he left us too soon, you will live on in our hearts. You will be gratefully missed. Rest in peace till we meet again. Now I'd like to ask if there's anybody here today that would like to share a small or short tribute. Please come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Liz. I will say we have known him for many years. When I start to run my business, he will come to my business, support me, and he always had a joke to make me laugh. His wife, his children, his daughter. I don't know his daughter. I think that is her dear. He had a special place in his heart. He will open anytime with any problem you have. I will say to people my memories with him. He had me driving on the road. And I had my license for 20 years and didn't want to drive Friday. I said, Wayne, I want you to do me a favor. I just get up 4 o'clock. I'll take a she bus at my son 5 o'clock. I say, can you go with me? Because I have a car parked up to me a long time. I said, can you go with me for at least 2 weeks? I will drive and you will be sure. He said, like you want to kill me out. And I laughed it out. My husband laughed it out. But the next day he came, he said, Liz, I will go with you. I will really do it for you. And I was happy. My son was happy when I started driving. I first day I meet him. I said, hi, I come to meet you. Tell him, go so don't be going to watch him. Keep him on your list. Look left, look right, look in the mirror. I can never forget. Thanks him for all what he did, and may he rest in peace. For his wife, children, I hope God give them the grace to carry on, and they will be strong.
Next is Dr. Josiah.
The way we come out, he was there about my life since he was working and was working. Now, every good year, every Christmas, he would always bring gifts to American on my day. He would carry me to fun places like the zoo, beach houses, and other places, just like that. When I was in primary school, I was going, I was already at it. And when I was going, found out about it, he started to give me jobs. He was a calm man, and he was a peaceful man, and when I used to get my little trouble here and there, he will never raise his voice at me like my mother. Yeah. Uncle Wayne, he was a father figure to me, and I will never forget the influence he had on my life. He was one of the brightest stars in my sky, and now that he's gone, My sky just became a lot dimmer. So I'm listening terribly and I'm grateful for the time we had together. Thank you, Joe. Yes. Afternoon, everyone. My name is David McCarthy. I had the distinct pleasure of meeting Wayne on the 6th of September, 1971, when I just entered Salmon Government Secondary. I didn't know him, but he and another guy called Erlington McCletchy looked at me and said to themselves, this guy looked like Dwight McCarthy bad. And I watched them in awe. And then I told them, Dwight McCarthy is my big brother. From that day onward, Wayne and I became very close. I remember going by him on a Sunday evening to listen to some nice back in times. We'd reminisce on school days. We would laugh, we would talk about the teachers that had influenced our lives and how it helped to shape us and mold us to face the world that we face today. He had loved his children dearly. The boys are proud, but he had a special affection for his daughter, Cherise, because he knew she was a girl, and girl children you have to be very particular with. Brother, when I got the news, I was like, not Wayne? Wayne full of life. How could Wayne just leave? But I had to pay tribute today because he's like a big brother, and I love him dearly. The class of 1975 Samuel Secondary had a special place in his heart. He often spoke of the times they had, the joy they shared, everything was just in his DNA. Even though you're no longer here physically, Wayne, I love you dearly and you'll live in my heart. Thanks, everything. Thank you, Nat.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Rajkumar family, we extend our deepest condolences to Wayne's wife, his children, his friends, his family. My husband was the one who was supposed to read this. Unfortunately, he couldn't muster the courage, so I'm the designated reader. So if you would just bear with me, please. I've been asked to do a tribute to my dear friend, Wayne O'Brien. I have known Wayne since I was a child. He was my father's friend and eventually became mine. For as long as I have known Wayne, he has been a jovial, comical, easygoing person, always ready to give a good joke and keep people laughing for a while. This was one of his special talents, despite his own trials and tribulations. Even though we were years apart, Wayne always had a youthful, playful disposition. Anyone would be comfortable and happy in his midst. Wayne was also a man of the community, always giving a helping hand where he can and concerned about others. He never found it difficult to extend himself where needed. Thanks to Wayne's intervention, my family was able to get a booking for my father's funeral, when prior we were told by the funeral agency that they were all booked out. Today, I also attribute my son's success at SEA to Wayne. Since my son was in Standard 3, Uncle Wayne religiously dropped off the SEA section of the Express newspaper. Not once he found difficulty in doing so. He saw it as his personal responsibility, even though it was just once that I asked him for that section of the Tuesday newspaper. He was, in fact, the first person I called to share my son's success at this year's SEA exam. He was overjoyed, like a proud grandfather, to know that my son passed for Presentation College. Again, I thanked him for all his kindness and help. I am truly grateful that God afforded me the opportunity to share this with my friend. This year's Diwali celebrations at home would certainly not be the same without him. Every year, my family and our guests eagerly await Wayne's visit as much as the food and sweets. He was, simply put, the life of the party. Apart from laughing until we all got stitches, everyone also learned about the history of Santa Cruz and Trinidad. Well, Wayne was a wealth of knowledge and history. Though he is no longer here with us, for those of us who knew him, he would be truly missed. Undoubtedly, his essence will forever stay with those of us who loved him.
Thank you for calling next person up.
Good day, everyone. My name is Stacey. I'm the wife of Stephen O'Brien. I'm a niece-in-law. I just want to take a moment to compliment the person who did that photo because it just captured everything about him. Music man, joker, very in control. I really love that captures his essence. So, Uncle can often be seen as a replacement father figure, but Uncle Wayne was simply more the chance to experience a relationship with someone who bears so much similarities and personalities are truly a blessing. To me and my family, he was our rock. He was there for us so many times that it cannot be added together. Myself and Stephen and the kids all looked up to him for his wisdom and support in life through difficult and uncertain times. Although he listened to all our concerns in life that we may have had, he always knew the solution to them or what we had to use as a method to get through those difficult times. He was simply there for us to talk to or even a shoulder to lean on. To me, he was our Yoda. I remember the times when we would have taken walks through the village and people would have said, Wayne, boy, you and your big son, and his reply always was, yeah. He saw the potential in me to exceed in life and to go on to higher growth in the future. He never missed in pointing out how much he was proud of me for standing up to my responsibilities as a father. This is behalf of my husband, Stephen. My responsibility as a father, husband, brother, and son, as it may have gotten. To be honest, at times I really just wanted to get away from all those responsibilities. But each time I felt that way, I would have remembered all words of encouragement shared with me, and I pushed through every trial and circumstances. I am so glad that I had him in my life. He truly touched the lives of many, including my own children. And for that, I will forever be grateful. Rest easy, my king. Love always.
Thank you very much. Is there anybody else that would like to say a few words? My uncle Vialis.
Good day, everybody. I'd like to say thanks to everybody showing up and showing appreciation to the life of my brother. Wayne has taught me a lot. From inception to this day. We spoke about many things in life. We had many ups and downs as brothers would always have, but we always overcame. And you'd always say, it's not everything that's bothering you or affecting you. You should take it on. Yet still, never heed to his own instructions because he was studying everybody else but himself. He wasn't selfish at all. Right? But Brother Wayne would have also, as a man, teach me to stand true in what you believe. Even though I wanted them to tell me the truth about things, he would tell me, in time to come, you would see for yourself. You be the one to make your own decisions because you know right and wrong. This is not an easy thing for me to do right now. I appreciate everything my brother has taught me. Even when I want to be angered, he will say, be calm. One thing I must say though, it must be said, he wasn't happy about a couple of things, but one thing in particular, he wasn't truly happy about was the way in which his family was living. Values is everything. You value your family, you value a friend, you value a name, you value a shoe. Value is everything, because it says a lot about an individual, right? So, within absorbing what is values and true, what it takes to really live in this life with your brethren and a sister in true love is something I think we all have to appreciate and try to understand. Right? Because I used to tell him, I say, Wayne, when you're in trouble, it's just a few people you don't see. When you're in goodness, you might see that same set of people and a few others. But it will never change the same set of people that you're going to see throughout everything. Through thick or thin, you are going to see a certain set of faces over and over and over. Right? So I used to tell him I used to see about these people first before I could study anybody else. And I still stand by that. Because the man who loved me and could prove that to me and live that with me every day, that's the man I will appreciate. Right? That's just the raw, hard reality of life. It's not everybody we want to live and love. We could afford to do that, unfortunately. I want to remember my brother as the last person he would have saw alive. I was with him. Anytime he called, we answer. It wouldn't change. Nobody can change that. Nobody can take the joys, conversations, nothing. Right? So I stand by him and everything. Stand by him as a brother, friend, everything. I'll keep him close to my heart. And I just appreciate the love and the gratitude by the chosen few. He's a man of peace, and I know he wouldn't want me to have any issues in life when it comes to making decisions about stuff. You know? Because I'll say, he ain't perfect. But he stand by the truth. If you're on shippiness, you're hearing that. If you're on goodness, you will hear that also. He will not support what is not good. In his eyes, what is wrong. I was admired out him. He don't care if me and he had a vex. If it's the wrong thing, it's the wrong thing. Right? So, bro, I just want to, I wish you a safe journey on the day of your passing. You fulfill the definition of a brother to me. Stop. Right? It's love all the time.
Is there anybody else that has anything they'd like to say? Maybe share a funny story, something about my dad that he did when he was younger, if anybody would like to share anything, please come up now.
So I take my minutes now. 2 weeks ago, last time. And as you said, pretty much what Dallas was saying. Find the truth and live with that truth. Let your truth be something that persons will look to and value. On that note, I say thank you, Wayne, for being part of our lives and enriching us as we go. May your music continue with you.
Is there anybody else that would like to say anything? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for those who shared. Thank you everybody for coming. Before we leave, we'll be playing a selection of songs. The first few songs are songs dedicated from my mother, dedicated. The first one is dedicated from my mother to my father. Get that started.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you about it when I see you again. Come away from where we began. Oh, when I see you again, when I see you again. Why'd you have to leave so soon? Why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I need you most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you that I'm feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. How do I breathe without you? Feeling so cold. I'll be waiting right here for you till the day is home. Carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. So let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go.
next, can you just pause it for a second? The next three songs are songs that my father would want to dedicate to everybody here that came today.
All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. Here we are again, that old familiar place. When the wind will blow, no one ever knows the time will wait. Don't cry for me. Don't shed a tear. The time I share with you always be. And when I'm gone, still carry on. Don't cry for me. No one is to blame. Life was meant to be. Don't carry your shame. The reason why I came to see. Don't cry for me. Don't shed a tear. The time I share with you will always be. And when I'm gone, please don't cry for me. As I lay me down and hear me now, I'm not alone. After giving it my all, winter storms have come, and darkened my sun. After all that I've been through, who on earth can I turn to? I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, in you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you. searching for that open door. Every road that I've taken, led my regret. And I don't know if I'm lonely there. Nothing to do with my head. I look to you. I look to you. Yeah. And when all my strength is gone, and you have made me strong, I look to you. I look to you. Oh yeah. And when melodies are gone, and you are here and gone, I look to you. My head is coming down on me. All the way to set me free. Take me far away from battle. I need you. Shine on me. I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, and you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you. And when melodies are gone, and you are here from, I look to you. Yeah. I look to you. I look to you.
The next three songs are songs that my father used to sing when he was in the band.
I know This is Caribbean Vibes. So much suffering, babe, and so much sadness. Oh, how much can I say? Lord, I can take no more. Open your eyes and see what is coming to me. On my knees, I'm praying that someday I'll be set free. It's because of my sorrow. Lord, I hope it's good to me. 'Cause I gotta change it. If I could, I wouldn't do it. 'Cause you have made me so. And you're the one to let them know. Open your eyes and see what is happening to me. On my knees, I'm praying that someday I'll be set free. Oh, Lord, I really hope you say, oh, when I see you in my work. You see, I've been going through my times over and over again. So you should know, I've got no choice but to see. So please, Lord, please hear my prayer. Open your eyes and see what is happening to me. I'm on my knees, I'm praying that someday I'll be set free. What have I done wrong? It's so hard for me to tell you all. Father, please help me now. On my knees, I'm begging thee. Father, let them understand that I believe I'm a man. Open your eyes and see your way. What is happening to me? This is Caribbean Vibes. I'm on my knees, I'm praying that someday I'll be set free. Oh, this is my cry. Oh, I've got my soul. This is my cry. Oh, I've got my soul. This is my cry. Oh, I've got my soul. This is my cry. Oh, I've got my soul. This is my cry. Oh, I've got my soul. This is my prayer, Somebody take this gun off of me now. I can't shoot them anymore. Well, the lonely light cloud is slowing down. Yeah.
We're going to be having the final song, but as the song is playing, if anybody, we're going to be leaving the room shortly. So while the song is playing, if you'd like to pay your final respects on the way out, that'd be greatly appreciated. On behalf of the family and on behalf of his wife and all of his children, thank you very much, everybody, for coming. My father was truly loved, and my father will never be forgotten. Thank you.
It's been a long day without you, my